Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up, everybody? What's up, Hood Table? How y'all doing? Make sure you come on in, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the Hood Table. And also feel free to join the membership. Please and thank you very much. It starts at $2.99. So just click that join button and it'll take you right there. Also in the description box of every video, it has the link there as well for like the people who might have trouble using their iPhones, because I hear that people with iPhones sometimes have a difficult time joining the membership. So in every video that I post, in the description box is the link for the membership if you want to join. Now, Sislo was with me. Y'all might have seen her up on the screen, but she dropped off. So I dropped the link just in case she needs it again so that she could join me on the screen, but on the StreamYard. But again, make sure you guys, let me grab my water. Y'all know, y'all content creators, y'all know we be getting thirsty. Throat be all dry and stuff while we be trying to do our commentary. So I always got to have my little water bottle right next to me, child. Hold on. Do I got another guest?
Hey.
Hey, boo.
Hey, can people hear us? Or are we alone talking?
We live, honey. They can hear us.
Oh, okay.
Girl, why you gotta slide me something in the back chat?
Well, I had a question to ask, but
just send it to me in the text.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you text it to me while you're on your thing now?
No, it's not important. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, everybody come on in, like and share the video, please, and thank you very much. Subscribe to the Hood Table. What's up, Corio? How have you been?
I've been fine. How have you been?
Girl, I've been fine too. Working hard over here, child. I haven't been live in 4 days?
At least, yeah. At least. It might be a little more. Yeah.
Yep, I'm looking at my videos now. And besides the upload I did about some local news the other day.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about the teacher. Yeah, I saw
that.
Yes,
girl, did you see that shot? That boy running butt naked through the fields. I was like,
crazy. Crazy.
Ooh, child. The people in my neck of the woods have no shame. They have no shame.
None.
I was like appalled. I watched that story on the news. I said, "You got to be kidding me!"
It's no good anyway, adult and a child. You know what I'm saying? But he was. It was almost like a serial killer. Like it was a dude. She was like a dude. It was like, oh my God, is it that critical?
Man, I thought I was watching a Lifetime movie. I swear I felt like I was watching a Lifetime movie.
It was awful. It was awful.
Hey, sis, we were just talking about that news story I did the other day, the local news with the teacher who had that boy running with no clothes on in the middle of the woods.
She's trying to get her some. Hey, sis, love.
Child, that was
hey, babe, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
She need her tail whooped.
Yeah, she need her tail whooped.
Yeah, I'm okay. I won't complain.
They gonna whoop it in prison.
To
you okay? What happened? I'm sorry.
I think she's delayed. Cislo, go in and come back.
It's
Go
the
out and
scrum
come
to
back
go
in.
back on my phone.
Yeah, you delayed. You're gonna have to come back in or
I'm
something.
gonna I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna come back on my phone.
Okay.
This ain't
Okay.
working. All right.
It ain't working. All right, Cislo, I'm gonna drop you down. Okay, I'm gonna just drop her down. But y'all know the hood table, we discuss everything from the hood to the White House. So local news included. So that's why every time I start my local news stories off, I always start with this is a local story because some people don't give a fuck about what's going on in your hood, especially if they're in the beef sector. All they care about is the beef. Right? Or am I wrong? I know I'm not wrong. But anyway, uh first thing first I want to discuss with you guys. I know it's got two in the title. It says B sector cartoon sim characters and winner chicken dinner.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Okay. Okay.
And first, Corio, I want to discuss with everyone, including you, how do y'all feel about King Roman News intro?
I thought it was funny and cute. I kind of felt some, well, I didn't feel some type of way, but I was like, why would Lady Nick, I kind of was like side eyeing the Lady Nika one when she got on the horse backwards. But other than, and it's still, I thought I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I don't understand why Jay Wilson is upset.
And that's my thing. Like he says he's not, and he says he's not mad. He said he did a good job. He said it was creative. And I actually liked it. When I say I had to rewind that intro like 3, 4, 5, 11 times, I was hollering. I mean, I was hollering, especially with Tracy when she was on the ground doing push-ups, because she in the gym now. So when she was
Yeah.
on the ground doing the push-ups, and I mean, I thought that the features, I thought the features on each one of the characters, even Mother with the gray eyes.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. And you can see the similarities in each
Exactly.
person. I didn't have a problem with it. They do the most in the beef sector, so why couldn't he have a little intro like that? It's not as bad as what some of these people say to one another. You know what I
True,
mean?
true. I
So
thought it was very good. I thought it was
I
entertaining.
did too. I
Mhm.
really did too. Like I said, the only little thing I had was Lady Nika getting on the horse backwards.
And see, Jay Wilson even mentioned that Jay Wilson, well, he had a lot to say, but not a lot to say, if you know what I mean. Because he said he wasn't upset and he said he didn't like it. But then he said, oh, I thought it was good. I thought it was creative. But then at the same time, while he's saying it's creative, he was also saying that it looked really mechanical more so than what's the other word? Mechanical more so than animated. And
I
I think he
mean,
wants to live like that, me personally. But
I mean, Jay Wilson does not have a. I mean, I didn't have a problem with that. It did it to me. It wasn't like, oh my God, these people are moving really stiff. That wasn't even an issue for me. Was it for you? I didn't even notice anything like that.
no, it
And
wasn't.
it's
Yeah, it wasn't. Mhm.
Yeah, so he's being petty because for some reason he doesn't like it. Jay Wilson can make fun and tease and talk about other people, but when you say something about him, he gets real prickly. And so, I mean, all it looked like him as far as a cartoonish, and it had him in his hat, and he was playing the piano. What was, singing? What was wrong with that? I
Well,
didn't
we
get
all
it.
know how Jay Wilson is, and I'm gonna let Cisco commentate too. But we all know how Jay Wilson is, and he does not like anybody. He can talk about everybody in the sector,
Everybody.
drag people for their houses, their jobs, their cars, their looks. If he's skinny, he's dragging the fat. If he's fat, he's dragging the fatter. So I mean, he can talk about people. He and I'm just like, I just looked at it as comedy. I looked at it as entertainment, and
Right.
out of all the people, like, granted, some of the characters they do look similar to the real people, but it had a funniness to it. It had a comedy to it where you look at them and just automatically laugh. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't take it as a malicious intent or anything like that. So I don't understand why Jay. I mean, I think it was because, if you really want to be honest, because it showed him with stomach protruding
Yeah.
and between
I
his legs,
I
and you
was
know
going.
Deanna dragged him for that, right? But go
I
ahead.
was I was getting ready to. I was going to say that, but I was going to leave that till later to see if the two of you mentioned that because he wasn't in shape. Let's just put it like that. That's why he had a problem with it. But I'm gonna go on mute for so slow.
Right. And Deanna, like I said, Deanna dragged him forever. When he was squatting down at the gym, when he used to always work out, and he was squatting down at the gym, and it looked between his legs, people was like, "Where your shit at?
There
You
wasn't
look
nothing
like
there.
you gotta quit." They said it
No
was like you gotta.
balls. He had no balls. No eggplant. It looked just like material. I'm gonna go on mute.
And King Roman News said it ain't my fault. Your
You,
balls are bigger than your penis. I was like, "What?
y'all crazy.
What's
Y'all,
up, sister?
that's all
What
I
you think
know.
about the intro?"
I thought it was comical, but it was like, I don't know, it was just comical to me, but here again, I wasn't in it. So
And we wasn't in it. Where was
I
we at? Where's my picture? Where my cartoon character making
I
cakes?
don't want no sis. I don't even want to know how nobody sees me. You understand?
Sure, y'all can show
I
my bill.
but
Show me making a cake, slaying a cake in the cartoon.
you hear me? I want my cause honey, I see how they treat each other. Baby, baby, let me just say this. I feel bad for anybody that took offense to it though, because it was just, I mean, I guess it was just commentary, just something to do, something to entertain the folks. But I'm pretty sure that everybody gonna find their way to get back, because they always do. If one thing that the beef sector ain't got is some get back. But I thought it was kind of funny. But then again, like I said, I wasn't in it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't
Well,
included
let me
in it.
ask you about the horse and Nika, because that's one thing Jay Wilson said. He besides King Roman News, he said I would have preferred you not to be peering in people's windows through the neighborhood looking all creepy and shit. And I didn't think it was creepy at all, but I'll let y'all comment. But then he said, and also his other main thing he didn't like, besides it looking more mechanical than animated, was that he thought that King Roman had Lady Mika looking like as if she was dumb or stupid or ignorant, like she don't know one side of the horse from the other side of the horse, like she didn't know how to get on a horse. Did y'all take it as that? I mean, I didn't.
I honestly, I don't, because see, I can say because I don't know. I don't know a lot of the people involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really follow. But like seeing that the names said who they were mimicking or what have you, um, I would have taken it that way. To be perfectly honest with you, I would have taken it that way because it does. I mean, come on now. If you privy to being able to ride a horse, I'm pretty sure you know the right way to get on it, and that was kind of to me making it seem like, girl, you go figure out how to work that horse is what you need to do. So yeah, I would have kind of picked it up to be that way. I honestly would have.
Well, what
That's
if she
what
just
I
like ride in reverse cowgirl? We like.
Okay
Okay,
then.
it's a shot in the dark. It's a shot in the dark. Okay.
Okay then.
Okay
I
then.
guess that's
You
what.
can go mute.
Okay then.
Oh, who was that?
Okay
Who
then.
said we need to stop doing that? Was that King Roman who said we need to stop saying we going on mute? He said everybody. He said why everybody doing that now? Like I'm going on mute. I'm like we've been doing that over here for a long time, but
That's another way of saying I'm just gonna be quiet.
yeah,
I'm
he
just
was
gonna
like,
be
well,
quiet.
this the B section when
Let
we
me
start
give
going
you
on mute.
that. I guess that's just another way, to say I'm gonna be quiet. Let me just be quiet.
Okay. Well, overall, I thought
Sometimes
it was
I said my part.
yeah.
I
Well,
said
overall, I thought it was
well.
funny. Oh
Well,
yeah.
I thought it was funny.
well,
I
real
did. I thought
quick.
it was funny.
Go ahead, babe.
I'm sorry, Sisla. I thought okay.
You ain't do nothing bad.
Oh, okay.
And
I
hey,
thought,
Silky Black. I'm sorry, Silky Black is in here. Hi, Silky.
hey, Silky.
What up, though?
You know,
What up, though?
you know, Jay Wilson has never liked King Roman News. They have a long standing beef. So anytime everybody was liking this, everybody was, talking about it favorably. And of course, that was another thing that I forgot to bring up. Of course he was going to throw water on it because, he was getting accolades for it and everybody liked it and thought it was funny. So of course there's nothing creepy about a cartoon character walking around, walking past somebody's window and looking in. It wasn't like, he was bent down, walking on his knees, peering in people's windows. He was just walking by, you know what I'm saying? And he looking. I mean, it's a cartoon. Just he just has a problem with King Roman News for what? About 2 years now. So
Yeah, he
yeah.
has had a problem with King Roman News. And I didn't think, what's up, ODS? And congratulations to the chicken winner chicken dinner contest. But yeah, he has had a problem with well, them two actually has had an issue with each other. What's up, Silky Black? Is that you, babe?
I hope it is because you didn't put your banner up.
Well, it said authenticated, so usually when it's authenticated, I don't put
Oh,
the banner.
that's right. I forget you had that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, as far as Jay Wilson saying it was creepy behavior, that kind of brought me back to how people was going back and forth about Ness having like what did they say Ness had like predator behavior or something like that, right?
I think Sheffy made that predator list. There's a lot of people on that list. Not a lot, but there are quite a few people on that list. But I don't know anything about Ness being on the list because why would she?
Is this you, Silky Black?
Yeah, can you hear me?
All right, Bet. I just want to make sure it was you. I'm gonna let you speak in 1 second. But yeah, I was just thinking because a lot of people was like, "Oh, that ain't what it, James. She wasn't really doing that. Like, when she was catfishing Tracy's old man.
Oh yeah.
Tracy's old
Yeah.
man. but
Wait,
this
what?
I don't know.
Tracy's old man. What
You know
happened?
her ex, her old man, her ex, Rob,
Oh, right.
Rob
Yeah,
Rex.
Rob Rack. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know if I consider that type of behavior. But Jay Wilson, I don't know if that's what he was trying to insinuate, like creepy behavior, you peeping through windows. He said, as debonair as you be trying to act, cute as you be trying to act. Why would you be peeping through people's windows? Why can't you in your cartoon walk around and have conversations with people and stuff like that instead of peeking in
That
their
But
window?
didn't
that
he
whole
stop?
sentence sounded
Didn't
like
he stop and talk to a few people?
I think he did stop and talk to a few people.
I think that whole sentence you just said, he sounded like he was hating. I mean, King Roman News is cute. You
He
know what
said
I'm
with your little
saying?
boy shorts on.
He does, he has a little class. He has some class about himself. So why is Jay Wilson hating like that? Anyway, he just. Let me go on mute.
Yeah,
All
you
right, what you gotta say, Filthy Black? Filthy Black, what do you gotta say about the intro? Because I liked it. Me personally, I liked it. And even the part with Nika getting on the back of the horse, that was the last thing I would have ever thought of was that she was ignorant or stupid. I know how some people try to say she sounds what do they say? Choreo, she sounds what is the word that they be saying? Uh
But how could you think
like
that?
slave,
How
like she's
could
in a slave day,
how?
like she I can't, I
But
don't wanna.
how could? But how could she it be interpreted any way but shady? I don't understand how you could have looked at that and thought, because
Because I mean,
she
if I'm
says
looking at it shady, then I would have to believe that her and him got an issue. And I do they? Because I never knew if they had an issue or not.
I have no idea, but I do know in the past, Lady Nika had a horse, and she went out. She had a horse and stuff. So to me, any what kind of way you look at it, turn it around, flip it, it was shady. And I mean, just the fact that you're getting on a horse backwards denotes something
I'm
not
sorry.
good, not good. So I just
Well,
really
maybe
felt
I need
that
to
was.
watch it again because I watched it like 311 times and I just laughed. I was just like, oh, that's funny. He's just trying to be real funny. The video was already funny, but he just like put 20 on 10
Oh
with the
yeah,
horse
I
and
thought it was
everything.
funny, but I didn't. I thought that part was shady
Oh,
towards
well,
Lady
thank you.
Nika.
Thank you, Cruiser, because I was wondering if he created it or not, because I actually am subscribed to that person that you're referring to, and her name is hold on, let me pull it up here. Because I was just looking at it. It's like Crasilia or something like that. Her name is Crasilia Simming the Beef. And I'm gonna put the link in here because when King Ramen, see that child.
Can y'all hear me now?
King Ramen noodles, King. I
Yes.
that was an accident. That was a slip. But King Roman News, when he had posted the video, I was like, dang, that was a good job. I thought it was a good job, but then he mentioned that Crasilia was from LSA. And so what I did was I looked up Crasilia Simmon the Beef, and that channel has a ton, like 100 and something videos of cartoons and sim characters of everybody in the B sector, even some people outside of the B sector. So I was like, okay, is King Roman really Crasilia? Is he trying to throw us off, or is that really a totally different person? So I guess, in fact, it is a totally different person, you guys. So King Roman did not create that video, but he played it as his intro on his show. So that's why I was kind of confused. Because if he didn't create the video, he's playing it as his intro. So, like, is he just doing it just to show it to us, or is he gonna actually have that for his intro? Anybody else can hit the link if you want to. Yeah, I thought it was a good job, Miss Ray. And what's up, Cruiser, Miss Ray? Hey, MBK. Hey, Talent. Count Amaru, my bro. And ODS, what's up to all of you guys? Make sure everybody like and share the video. Thank you so much. So I'm going to drop that link in here because I think a lot of y'all should definitely go check out that channel. It's called Crasilia. Is it? Am I even saying it right? Is it
No,
Crasilia or
no,
how
it's
do you say it?
it's Crazilla, like gorilla,
Okay,
Crazilla.
because the way it's spelled is LIA at the end, so that's why I was saying Crasilia.
Maybe it is. I mean, it just sounds
Oh,
Crazilla.
you're probably right. Yours sound a little.
No, Crazilia, but I've not heard it said like that. But I mean, it's a made up name. To me, made up names doesn't really matter how you
Yeah,
say them. It's not. But
yeah.
I've only heard Crazilla. But
Okay, so it probably is Crasilla. I probably was saying it wrong. But I saw the cartoons, and I'm always amazed at those type of things when people make avatars and things like that, because that does take a lot of talent. I know Jay Wilson said it seemed like the characters were mechanical. So he was kind of making me believe that that I'm gonna just say KRN, KRN made the video because he was like, And then KRN, when he came back, he was like, why would I want to peer in your window? I wouldn't want to look in your window. Da, 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 da. So it was also making me think that he made the video. So that's why I'm kind of confused. Like, did he make the video? Did he not make the video? Child, I don't know. But that's all I gotta say about the video. I thought it was funny. I think it takes a lot of talent and skill to put those videos together. I really do. But anything else
Yeah.
y'all gotta say about that before we get to the winner chicken dinner?
No. But I agree with you. It took a lot of
Okay.
talent. Yeah.
Okay, awesome sauce, awesome sauce. And as far as the chicken dinner, I don't know if Sislo want to stay here for that. But oh, Cruiser here. I think she might want to add into that. But Sislo, if you want to still stay around and stick around with us, feel free. We're going to talk about a contest challenge that they had in the B sector, and the drama that happened afterwards. But you're more than welcome, boo, to stay here. What's up, Cruiser?
Hey everybody in the chat. So yeah, I just wanted to make it clear. I don't know whether he asked her to create it for him, or if she just created it for him. But she was the creator, and he was using it for his intro. Now
Okay, that makes sense.
everybody is kind of shaded in it. I mean, a little bit. But Crazilla's been doing these for a long time. We have been watching these I know for me, a couple of years or more. I've seen a few of them. Halloween. She did one on Tracy with that Tracy and Rob thing, and different different ones. And it is a little shady. It's humor. It's petty, shady humor, I guess. I don't know how different all the different content creators feel about it. Who's been in it. I can't speak for them. I've never been in one, so it's easy for me to say it's just humor. But I know some content creator. For example, Bless loved hers when she did Bless Watkins. She loved hers to the point where she used hers as one of her avatars. So I know some content creators, in spite of the shade, they kind of like it. And then of course, maybe some don't. But I don't think that when King Roman News decided to use it, he didn't think that anybody was being shaded. And I think somebody else said, a couple of people have said, well, Mika had a horse, so maybe they use a horse. And of course, Lipstick Alley shades us. That's what they do,
Yeah, she did used to have a horse. And you know what? I'm going to let Sislo say goodbye to us because she's about to drop down. I think she actually was saying hi to you too when you came up. And then I'm going to comment after.
Hey y'all. Bye y'all. See y'all later. Later for now.
Bye,
All right,
sis.
love you, boo. Talk to you later. Okay, so as far as now it makes sense to me because I have seen the cartoons. I just never knew who made them, but I've been seeing the cartoons over the years, and I always thought they were funny. I always thought that. So now that you say that, it makes sense because if you look at King Roman's intro, all the characters match all the characters that Crazilla uses. Like I was watching that, I was like, damn. He made his shit look just like the Jay Wilson that she using. So now it's adding up for me. Sorry, I had a slow moment, you guys. But thank you, Cruiser, for clearing that up for us. I appreciate that.
And one other thing, that outfit that he's wearing in the beginning, he actually had that on at one of the fashion shows. I think it was at Nubiology. So it was like similar. You know what I'm saying? And you, of course, see him, so it's not the same, but it was similar. So, but yeah, I liked it. And then looking in of the window, at one point he waving. So it's like, to me it was kind of it was one of those things. I don't like it, so I'm gonna try to drag everybody else in to get mad at it too.
Right, because I didn't think it looked creepy. Just like when Nika was on the maybe I could have been having another snow moment, but I didn't think it represented Nika being dumb or stupid. Even though I know some people in the past has made slide remarks about her, the way she talks, her draw, her stuff like that. But I did not at all. And I swear on my mother in heaven, I was like, oh, this make her look stupid. She looked dumb. Why don't she know the ass from the head? I just thought it was funny. I'm like,
Southern draws, including mine, are often I have heard people say I don't like the way Miss Cruz talk. Like I can change, my accent or I would, change a part of who I am, where I'm from. and this is my accent. I'm not going to be fake and phony for anybody. And then people take a slow Southern drawl or a Southern drawl, because I speak kind of quick, but a Southern drawl as that person's not intelligent. Oh, contrary, but you know how those things go. They think we slow down south,
Right. Yeah, because earlier
Hmm.
I was saying King Ramen. Me and Cisco was in the back chat. And she said, "Why you keep calling him King Ramen Noodles?" I said, "I am not calling him King Ramen Noodles. Why do you keep saying that, Cisco?" She says it sounds like I said it's King Ramen Noodles. That's what I was saying. I was like King Ramen Noodles.
The way you roll it together, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Noodles. I said I am not saying noodles. I'm saying noodles. Like what are you talking about? So, but yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, but I did like it. But I wanted to discuss also the winter chicken dinner, and I don't know if you want to stick around,
and now I'm
Cruiser.
gonna run like a chicken.
But girl, we
Have a
will
good one, y'all. I'll be in the chat.
we will holler at you later. But I want to talk about the winter chicken dinner. Um, okay, where should we begin, Corio? Let me just start off by saying I heard somebody say earlier, this is the B sector. There's always drama after a challenge. This is nothing new. I even heard Pizza say time and time again, I'm not doing no more challenges. This is my last challenges. Da, 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 da. She even said it about this one. I'm not doing no more challenges, but I think she changed her mind because the last I saw, she said that she's just going to, in the future, have one winner. One person gets the whole pot. So what was your thoughts on before they even announced the winner and all that and the backlash? What was your thoughts? And what's up, Machiavelli? How you doing? What was your thoughts on the contest, Choreo?
I thought it went really well. I thought Pizza did a good job with keeping it moving. I think she's getting better and better at that. So I was happy that I could tell it wasn't going to take 4 or 5 hours. So it was great on that level. But the problem I had was, and it isn't a problem. It was just the first thing I saw was when the judging came up. They were talking about they wanted to hear the crunch, right?
Right.
So my problem was, and anybody that cooks fried chicken, the longer it sits, that crunch goes away because the heat from it being fried. If you sit it down, it starts making the skin a little moist, and you
Mm-hmm.
just don't have that crunch. And so when the first person did theirs, the crunch was magnificent, right? And then the second person, I think, might have been Lady La. You could hear her crunch. But then I think when they got to uh Brooke, I don't know. I think that they went a little longer with her because she cuts up so bad after challenges. So I think they wanted to give her all the time she needed so she wouldn't, go off later. So, she went in, she had to tell everything. She had to almost eat a whole piece of chicken. Then she had her cookies. She had to break them open. Then she had to taste this, and then she had to explain. Who doesn't know what those things are that you stick at the ends of a piece of corn on the cob to eat it? She had to explain what those were, and then she had to keep talking and talking and talking and talking. So by the time they got to the last two or three, their chicken wasn't going to crunch because it had been sitting. And then I think that they had microphone issues too, sound issues. But that was the first thing. And then the second thing I always have a problem with, they changed the rules. They always, at the end, when it's time to judge, the rules are never the same as when they start. And I think that is where 90% of the confusion comes in. That's what I feel. That's what I see. That,
Uh-huh.
if it's going to be winner take all, then the first place winner should have taken the money. And then, it became, well, let's do the three. No, I think it was always take the top three and then choose from the, then the chat was supposed to pick the number one. And then because it was a, it was very, close and everything. Then they changed it to four. Then they changed it back to three. Then they changed it back to four. Then they wanted to break it down so the top three would all get some money. It just, it gets frustrating, and I think sometimes that's what makes people feel a way about it, because it just makes it look kind of shaky. Not that there's
Like
a
they feel it's being set up for certain people to always win.
I don't. Well, I
Because
don't.
that's what people be insinuating. Not my
Yeah,
word, the
yeah,
fans.
they have been insinuating that this time, but I think King Roman News might have did a video about it. I didn't see it.
He did do a video about it, and then Pisa on her channel, they
Yeah.
did a reaction to his video. And also Creole. I just love Creole Butterfly's accent. I like watching her. I just be in the clouds watching her because a lot of times she be talking and she just, just be talking. And so I listen to her while I'm working. Her voice is just kind of soothing to my ears. But anyway, she even did a voice video, and I never seen her so out of, I don't want to call it out of pocket, but kind of like halfway off the porch. I put it that way because she was upset. She was like, my grandfather always said, your word is your bond, and things like that. And your name. Don't ever let nobody throw shit on your name. So she felt some type of way because she felt like, okay, that people were trying to say that she was a bad judge because King KRN did say all y'all who was judging, y'all would all be on the top 5 worst judges ever. I heard King Roman say that on his panel. And even like you said, uh Creole, she said, I used to be a chef at one of the biggest steakhouses in Kentucky. And she
Oh, I
said,
didn't know she was a chef. I
yeah. So
like
she
her.
said,
Really.
right. So she was like, I haven't ever judged a show. And, this was a chicken dinner. And I used to be a chef. And she said, they thought I would do good, being a chef. And she said, I know personally from being a chef for years that just like Deanna even said, it put your chicken on a rack. That when you make some crunchy chicken, that usually involves some egg, to make it real crunchy and stuff like that. You got a double batter, double flour, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it really, really crunchy. Even my auntie back in the day, she used to use Frosty Flakes, like cereal to make hers really crunchy. I don't know. I mean, crunchy. I don't know if people still do that, but after it sits for a while, it loses its crunch.
Ain't that what I just said?
Right, and that's what Creole said. So I'm glad
That's
you
what
said
I
that
just
because
said.
yep, Creole said that when I was watching her video this morning. She said it loses its crunch.
Right.
So people, I can tell that all their chicken was crunchy.
It looked absolutely crunchy, but the
Yeah.
last few, I don't think it was right, because it sat while they were going, everybody's plate. Then they had to take a bite. Then they had to do this. Then they were explaining about that. And I think it was a disservice to the ones at the end, because their chicken had been sitting, and you really ain't going to get that crunch. It probably crunched in their mouths, but I think the actual crunch to hear in the microphone, that time was gone.
Oh, you see what Machiavelli said? And I'm gonna go back up and read some other comments that he made, some really good comments. But Machiavelli said YouTube can actually pop them changing those rules. It's against their guidelines. And I did never think about that, but that is true. If you have rules to games or contests on your show, yeah, YouTube. I forgot all about that shit.
I don't think has there been a challenge so far? There probably has, because
That
I
the rules didn't bend.
yeah, that they haven't changed the rules at the end. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? And it just doesn't make sense to me, because you can't accommodate people all the time. That's not how the world works. If you
Exactly.
say it's going to be winner take all, then the first place went, you know what I'm saying? But because people in the chat are going to say something. we're in the chat. We're gonna have our opinions. You know what I'm saying. I mean, never
And you
mind.
gotta stick to your guns. Like if you made a set of rules, you have to stick to your guns. Like no shade to Spillable. I love me some Spillable TV. But some people had a problem with what he had to say. So that's why I said these are not my words. Okay. But some people had a problem with him, what he did, like because they said he got on the I saw it. So he did get on the panel and he said, if this is supposed to be a chicken dinner, why don't you guys do like, okay, we give you this many points for the chicken. We give you this much for the presentation. We give you this much for the sides. We give you this much for, other stuff like that. And I thought that was actually a good idea. What did you think?
I think it made it more complicated because it was a close because I think everybody did a great job. I mean, not everyone, believe it or not, can fry chicken. So everyone's chicken looked great.
Yeah.
Um I so it was close, and I think that there were too many, they couldn't decide on the top three. And I think there were just too many
Yeah.
recommendations, too many people giving,
Their opinions.
uh, yeah, their opinions on what should go forward because they couldn't come to the top three. So I think that kind of muddied the
Oh,
water a little more.
Brooke said later, she said, God dang, they was taking so long. She said one thing she did like that they didn't rush to a decision, that they actually took their time having a round table. But then she said after a while, she was like, God dang, just give it to anybody. Just name a winner.
Right.
Like they did take a long time. And I'm like, me personally, I didn't they all looked great, but I don't know why it
But
took so
it
long.
should,
I really don't
in,
know.
in my opinion, it shouldn't have taken as long, nearly, because the one thing all three of them had in common was the number one, the person that won.
Right.
That was always, they all three said, I think that's they're number one. So right then, it really should have ended because the rules were when the first place takes all the money.
Uh-huh.
So, all the rest of that was to me to appease the other people because I think they're getting tired of all the controversy after these challenges. So it's making them a little gun shy. This is just my opinion, and they're trying to be nice to everyone. When it's a challenge, whatever the rules are, and the losers go home. I don't even feel Brianna should have taken $50, $100 out of her own pocket to give to the bottom two. I
Yeah,
thought,
because King Roman News was like, I ain't no charity case. You ain't got to give me shit. He said, I can afford to give y'all all $250. Like, don't take me
well,
as no charity case.
yeah, I just mean, I know what he said, but I'm just saying, if the bottom two weren't going to get any money, they shouldn't have got any money. They were the bottom two. Why? You see what I'm saying? They're trying to make everyone happy because they're
Right,
trying to not have controversy. And I think that
right,
as long as they do that, the challenges are going to get worse and worse
right.
because when they start going, well, maybe we ought to get four. Well, maybe we ought to not give. Maybe we should split the money. When people in the chat were getting upset because pizza was going off, I was in my apartment punching pillows. It was like I don't blame her for going off. So once
Uh-huh.
she's got to change her rules because it, of the situation. I wish she would have stuck to her guns, but what can you do? It's frustrating. But I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go on mute.
Well, Machiavelli said, I felt KRN when he said a sponsor being a judge. Now, I get that too. I get that too. Because for one, I don't know. I guess I would feel some type of way too when they have like kind of a little bad blood between each other. even though I thought they had all hashed it out, especially when Bree offered to sponsor him. Because I even was sitting back like King Roman said he was surprised. I was even like, what? Bree gonna sponsor his? No, she was like, it's $30. It's $30, but that's still money out your pocket. And I was like, oh, they must be cool now. Because Bree was like, I was gonna do it, but I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like frying no chicken. So and then Nika was supposed to be that other judge. And then when it came down time to the contest or the challenge, then he found out that Lady Nika is not going to be the judge, and Bree was going to be the judge, and he had already prepared for the contest. So he's like, okay, this is kind of cute. I see what's going on. So I don't know if King Roman thought this was a setup. I don't know if he thought, was Lady Nika really even gonna be a judge? Was this a whole setup because me and Bree got a thing,
But if Bree,
I don't know if that's what he thought, but he didn't like it.
If she was gonna set him up, why would she sponsor him? I mean, I could see both sides.
Because he wasn't gonna do it at first. He wasn't
Right.
He was saying he was thinking about it, but he wasn't 100% going to do it. So he was like, oh, when Bree said, I'm going to sponsor you, he was like, oh, okay, I'll do it now.
But at that point, Brianna wasn't even a judge. When she sponsored him, Brianna wasn't a judge. Brianna wasn't.
Oh, really?
Right, because Lady Nika had to pull out at the last minute.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Her father is ill.
That's true.
So then she said, Lady Nika said, she called Bree real quick and she asked Bree to sub for her. And Brianna went in, and
she took one for the team. Mm-hmm.
Took one for the team. So that's the part where, like I said, I don't understand where maybe he just means that once she took the role, stepped in, she took. I just didn't understand, because she sponsored him. She wasn't even supposed to be a judge, and it just happened spur of the moment, last minute.
And see, that's my thing because I get exactly what you're saying, and I'm just trying to get a feel for how he was feeling because he told us, but I'm just thinking, well, why would he think that? Stuff like that. But when you break it down like that, Lady Nika couldn't be there. But if Lady Nika was there, Lady Nika is still part of that threesome.
Yeah,
her, Pizza, and Bree. So they still and with ODS, and you know what I'm saying?
Well, on Bree's Live, she played when Mother had that town hall, or either the one after that where he was allowing people up on his panel.
And he said what he said about Bree, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I think that people are like, they just don't like each other. They were trying to make amends and probably get to a certain spot in their, they never were going to be, you have a YouTube ship or anything like that, but they could coexist in peace. They maybe could hit each other's panels or whatever. But, like Lady Nika said, they really don't like each other. So call a thing a thing. She said that on her live a few minutes ago, a little while ago. They don't care for each other.
Yeah, and you're right. You're right. They know it's up and it's stuck. I don't know if they ever can mend anything or become even. I mean, it's easy on here. Well, not for all people. Let me stop lying. For some people, it's like people can be on. No, for real. Like it's like a lot of people can even be on the same panel with someone, and they know how to behave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Some people, they like, as soon as they get on the panel, bitch. It's like, come on now, y'all throwing off the. Come on now.
Right.
Just go along to get along just for this panel.
Right.
Some people can't do it.
Well, I wish they would start doing other competitions besides food, because you don't know. I just don't get it, right?
Because like Deanna always says, you can't taste the shit. So
Right.
I mean, of course it looks good, and I'm not sitting here saying none of their food is trash. I am not saying that.
No, not
I
at
get
all.
the optics of what some people are like. Okay, I can easily, like, I'm a personal professional cake decorator. And I have plenty of people, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people from here to different cities around me that can vouch for that my shit tastes good and look good and high quality. But just because I'm making a cake for y'all and y'all on YouTube, shit, y'all could be like, how we know the cake is moist? How we know it ain't dry? How we know? Like everybody, when everybody eats their food, they ain't gonna make no weird face if it's nasty.
Except for
They
Emu.
ain't gonna spit it out.
I think Emu made funny faces and spit her food out
Oh shit!
competition. But other than her, you're right. You're right. Even if they accidentally put too much salt in it or put sugar in except for in the place of salt, they know they're not gonna go, oh my God, you just gonna play that right on off. You're absolutely right, Hood Table. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna
And
tell
people,
you,
I mean, I'm just saying, it can be the same way with cakes. Some people think, oh, it's easy to make a cake. It's easy to make a cake per se, but to decorate it and make it look like it deserves to be on a magazine cover, that's another thing.
right,
So I can decorate a cake all day long on here, and y'all can say she looks like she needs to be on Cake Boss. But how do y'all know the cake tastes good?
right, right,
Because that's how I gain a lot of customers. You know, I got a 2 ball horn. That's how I gain a lot of customers in my neck of the woods because it's a lot of people who can decorate a cake, but then when you eat it, it tastes like shit. So you
mm,
got to know how to do both. I just
yeah.
got a 2 mile horn right there, real quick.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. I can't. But
I feel you, Machiavelli. Look at this comment, Corio.
mm,
They need neutral judges that's not clicked up with them if one is going to be in the challenge.
yeah, well, it's kind of getting to where they tried to switch the judges up this time because technically Lady Nika would have been the only one, but it ended up being Bree, the only ones that have ever judged a competition before, because it was uh Bree, Soul Sister, Libra, Creole Libra, and what is his name? Voodoo
Badu,
Bad. So
Badu,
really,
Voodoo, Badu.
there was only going to be one that had really, one that had really did it before. So I think, Pizarro tried to get different people. It's just that I don't know if I don't know. I'm going to say this in voodoo. I don't know you. You don't know me. I'm just giving commentary. You didn't make a decision. It was always, I don't know. Well, I think the first go round, he gave his three. After every time after that, it was, I don't know. I'm going to say, this one, I don't know. And then, finally when Bree was, trying to gather them up and really get to the heart of the matter and make them, get them to choose the three, she gave her three. And he was like, I don't know, but I'll go with that. That's good because she did say whatever you guys decide, I'll agree to. That's how bad it
So
was.
Voodoo never decided? Because
No,
I remember they always like, well, whatever Breven said that, somebody else said that, well, whatever y'all think. And people was like, what the fuck is that? Like, what challenge are you supposed to be like, okay, whatever y'all think?
I mean, I think he chose the first place winner because they were all in agreement to that. The person who was first place. But then after that, yeah, he just didn't he was real wishy washy because I think King Roman News even said that because I remember when the contest was going on, I'm like, are you shitting me? You can't pick three? And that's where it comes in to me. You can't have judges up there that are scared to make a decision because they don't want backlash for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? To me, it almost felt like
Yeah.
he didn't want to say because he didn't
Mhm.
want anybody to be mad at him. That's what I felt.
I
And it,
understand. I totally
it,
understand.
and it was very frustrating. So when King Roman News mentioned that in his video, I completely understood. And I
Yeah.
like Soul Sister. I've always spoke to her. We've always been cordial, but she was late. They said she was late.
Yeah, she
Uh,
said she was in the chat the whole time, but Bree even said on the panel, "Was you here the whole time?"
yeah, because she said she had an emergency and she was late. And so you weren't in the chat the whole time if you're admitting that you had an emergency and you were late. And then when she was up on the panel and Soul Sister, I like you, but the truth is the light. When it was her turn to choose, she said, what did she say? Was it Lady La or Brooke? It was Brooke, Lady La. I think it was uh lovely, lovely love. She was like, because she
Uh,
had argued or fought, she really handled herself well. And it was like, that's not part of the competition because she's not up there getting upset and stuff. It's about the food. She can't be in the top three because she's not up there going off, and she's handling herself very well. You see what I'm saying? It just was very frustrating, at the end for me. It,
I see what you're saying. And Machiavelli said maybe they could do a daiquiri drink challenge or barbecue who can grill and meat really, with the meat tearing apart, real tender. And Dana Blue said it's the best looking food challenge. Yes, that's basically what it is. It's the
that's
best
what
looking food challenge. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's like these people are winning big money, and just for food that you're just looking at. There's no tasting, you know what I'm saying, and they're winning nice chunks of money just for people to look at the food on the camera. But if people are willing to donate, then it is what it is. And, I can't really fault that. None of us can, because people are willing to, throw their money in the pot. So, you know, hello?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh,
I got
okay.
you. Dana said, excuse me. Dana Blue said the only one that voted was Soul Sister. The rest just went. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you because I think even Creole eventually said, whoever y'all think should win. Um, Linda B said, I want to hear Creole say, I don't know, I don't know. I know. I love it when she do that, huh, Linda?
Oh,
I don't know.
no. I'm
You know
sorry. I'm
when I'm texting,
sorry.
when I'm texting and not speaking to nobody professional, I spell that IONO like on Facebook or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, no.
That's how I spell it. Hey, Linda B, thanks for tuning in. Then Dana said they all follow her lead. You know what? And that's one thing that Roman said. KRN said he said we should already know that. Well, I guess he thought that people would follow Bree's lead.
Well,
And well, you kind of, I don't
I
know.
don't think I don't know if that's true because I know Creole Libra did not. She had Brooke in there. And I was just like, and I love you some Creole Libra, but it was like, really? But she's a chef, so maybe, I yeah. Brooke had about 10 pounds worth of food on that platter. It was just like,
Yeah.
it's always too much. You didn't have to make a dessert, but you did. You
Oh,
know,
that dessert choreo. She was like, "Y'all need to try this. Y'all need to make this." I'm thinking she gonna post the recipe.
you know.
I
mm,
was waiting on her to post the recipe.
I I don't think because her and King Roman kind of just left. They were, and I think Lovely Love. It just seemed like it's really getting frustrating, and that's why it just seems like because people watch. And a lot of people don't want to come on camera, but a lot of people are just like, I'll donate, but I'm not doing it because, it's not really a competition. I think, people are starting to feel that way. Hood
Mhm.
table, that they're
Yeah,
just not feeling it like they should. Because I think this pot was only like $400, which
it was
is
a lot.
not chump change, but
Right.
it was supposed to be winner take all, and then you had to split that amongst three. But I don't think anybody really, you know, cared because I don't think anybody's been arguing about that, but I still feel like Bree should not have taken money out of her own pocket to
Yeah,
pay.
she did take money. So that means she donated 30 for
Uh,
KRN and another 100.
yeah, just because the bottom two weren't going to get anything, and it's like they didn't win. They weren't in the top three. That's like giving those kids in school now a trophy just for participation. If you're going to give participating
Mm-hmm.
money, you should say so. You
I'm
know,
gonna give you a sticker just for participating.
right? And I felt
Give me
bad
a
for Bree.
star.
I'm like, girl, keep your money in your pocket.
I know I would have kept my money in my pocket, but shout out to Bree for doing that because I sure would have kept my shit in my pocket. But shout out to Bree, she felt like it was the right thing to do. So what can we say? She that's her money. But who do you think? Did you have a favorite? Like I don't want to put you on the
Um,
spot, so if you don't want to answer, just say so. But I was going to ask you, who do you think,
I'm
or
gonna
how
be
do you
honest.
think it should have went? Like first, second, third, fourth, or what?
I think if they could have got to the other ones quicker and you could have heard their crunch because their chicken is sad. I think I like see the first place one, his food was like Sunday dinner after church. Your grandma made it.
That crunch though with ODS.
Yeah.
I was
It,
like, I was feeling
he,
that crunch in that macaroni.
yeah, it was like grandma on Sunday after church. But I like food that has a little ethnicity to it. So I really liked King Roman. So I would have had King Roman first, and I think his chicken at one point had been crunchy, but he was the last one to go, and I think the crunch had probably left. It probably crunched in his mouth, but it wasn't going to be heard on the microphone because
Right.
it's too long. So I would have had King Roman. I would have had Lady La, and I would have had Lovely Love.
And I see where you're going with that. I know with King Roman, I loved how he had everything centered around the rice. I love seeing plates like that. That's something you would see kind of like at a restaurant style.
Hmm.
And also La, hers too. Like how who was that? Was that Brie who said it kind of reminded her of uh what am I trying to think? Not Japanese. What do they call it? Chinese, Japanese. You know what I'm trying to say instead of
Uh,
that.
I'm not sure. I might have missed
Like
that
the
part.
dish, like the name of the cuisine, like the
Oh,
Oriental, like a Oriental restaurant. How she had it
Asian,
displayed on the plates,
Asian,
the square plates, and yeah, it looked
Asian.
like something like yeah. Lovely Love, I liked hers too.
Lovely Love can
Um,
cook. I'm sorry, Lovely Love
she
can.
can cook. I
Hmm.
think sometimes Lovely Love's dishes taste better than they look.
Look,
Is that right? Because
I
that's what people have teased her about and fuck with her about forever. And a lot of times I would look at Lovely Love, like, remember how she used to make her shrimp and she used to pat them out and make them real, real flat to make them real, real big? And she'd be like,
yeah,
when you do that, you only need like one or two shrimps. And people would tease her, like, why the fuck would you cook one or two shrimps, you know?
you're
But I
right.
always thought her food, I believe her food tastes really, really good. But
Yeah,
sometimes,
and it's starting to look better too. I know what you're saying, but
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I think she can cook. I think she's starting to plate her food really well. But
yes.
nobody's gonna plate their food better than Lady La. Girl,
No.
she had that well coming up out of the damn dish.
Girl, I was
It
like, is
was
that the
like,
blue?
damn. But her food did look good. It was like she deconstructed chicken parts. Because remember, she made chicken balls and
The
flattened
chicken
out
balls,
front.
yeah. Mhm.
Right. So yeah,
I
that
thought
those
that was creative.
who
Mhm.
would have been your three? Hey, a view.
Okay, I would say for my three, I mean, if I'm just going by without the crunch, I say, okay, I gotta give it to ODS for the crunch. I got to. But when it comes to presentation
Mm-hmm.
itself, I thought King Roman News should have won.
Yeah.
That's just me. I just thought he should have won. Lady Law, hers. I mean, with the well and all that, and the chicken balls, and it was something different.
And her
So,
vegetable plate
and
was
her
the
vegetables, yeah.
bomb.
Hmm.
And her vegetable plate had everything that I would eat. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And the dip. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, and that dip.
Mm-hmm.
And number three, I wouldn't even go through all of them. I'm not even gonna go through all of them. I'm gonna say KRN. I'm gonna say Lady Law, and then I'm gonna have to say ODS. And if
Okay.
I had to pick, I don't want to pick the last one. I don't want to do that because I don't want nobody
Well,
talking
it was,
shit.
yeah, it was really only top
Yeah,
three.
yeah.
You
So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, once again, I'm going to say it. Brooke to me was last, and I'm be honest. There's just some things that aren't in your will well. You know what I mean? We can't taste her food. It probably tastes really, really good, but it's the placing on the plate. She's not very good at, and she always does too much. You know what I'm saying? And it gets confusing, and it makes her plates and her whole table look crowded. And you know what I'm saying? And it just that's probably I think that's why she loses a lot. Like those cookies weren't needed because it didn't help her any.
I was just like, did anybody else make dessert?
No, they had enough to make. Nobody was, now they all had a drink. I thought that was cute. A glass of wine or this, that, and the other.
Lady Law, her drink was really good and refreshing.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. She's undefeated. You know what I mean? Even if she doesn't win top, she's always gonna be in the top three because she just has that little. I think the only person that could really, really give her competition that I've seen is like Purple Peach. You know what I mean? Because Purple Peach is on that level where the presentation is always off the chain. And Leo, the lioness, she won the
Well, yeah,
you know,
charcuterie board. Mm-hmm.
yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Leo the Lioness. I loved her. That represent. I even had to take a picture. Leo, if you're out there, shout out. I even took a picture of that because I'm like, I'm going to use hers as a guide.
Mhm.
Well, now a lot of theirs looked it great. Not
Yes.
all. I
Yes.
ain't even gonna say the ones because you already know. But
Yes.
one of them was. I was like, what in the entire hell? But
Was
anyway,
it was it Brooke? Was it Brooke? Was she in that challenge?
whoever had the big rolled up pieces of meat.
It was Brooke.
Oh,
That was Brooke. See
oh,
what
see, I forgot who. I honestly forgot who
and
did it.
she
That's why I said whoever.
girl, and she remember she had about I'm going to exaggerate here, but about 50 plates full of stuff, and it was like, girl. everybody else had one charcuterie board, and they did their damn thing on that. She had platters and serving trays and rolled up meat and eggs, and it was like I have never, not one time, seen a boiled egg on a charcuterie board.
I
You know,
thought that was kind of strange too,
and
but
she cut the fuck up after that. And she thought,
she
and
did.
I'm like, no.
Yeah. Brooke
Yeah,
has cut up after some challenges, but that one, no. Yeah, she cut up on that one.
you said rolled up bologna, yes. And
I
all
can't remember who did it, but yeah.
all you had to do was go online and Google a charcuterie board. I would have taken taken a picture of it and maybe ran to Kinko so I could see the details. Went to the
Uh-huh.
grocery store, bought all the items, and I would have set it over to the right hand side when the contest started, and I would have just started, But I think Leo, she had stuff cut in roses and flowers
Yep.
and stuff. She had to
She
practice.
had strawberries.
Yeah,
She had
yeah,
her roses. She had her strawberries spread out. That's how I do when I put strawberries on a cake. When I'm making a strawberry cake, I like
yeah,
slice them down and have it spread out to look kind of like a flower. She had all that kind of stuff. She's very very creative. And I even with the like strawberries, she's very creative with her chocolate dipped strawberries.
yeah,
But yeah, hers definitely hands down. She should have won
yeah.
over and over and over again. That was her challenge.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yep.
look at Dana Blue. She said Brooks' food always looks more catered to kids than adults. There you go. That's true. That's
Well, well.
true.
Yes, Leo be doing her thing. She said Lady La be doing her thing. Miss Ray has said Brooke needs to stop joining.
She does. I feel that her and Uppity need to well, Uppity's out of the rotation now. I hate to say it like that, but she,
Yeah, what happened to Uppity? She's no longer in any challenges I saw. Is she not
well,
allowed?
she fell out with
Oh,
Brianna and Pizza.
oh,
And
that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
and Ness, she does right. She did her Ness, she doesn't give as many. And like the last one she did was rap, because I think Ness is trying to branch out more, you know, with her challenges. It's not always about food and stuff.
Yeah. And I think
Yeah,
that's good because we always see food challenges. And again, it's very hard. Like, okay, I like even though there was only two contestants, and the jeans, Benzone. I watched it bits and pieces. I didn't stay. And there was only two contestants. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So
well,
I went back and watched the
there was
replay.
there was controversy over that.
I know. I know. I saw. That's why I went back in and watched it here and there. But I'm like, okay, two contestants. But I'm just thinking things outside of cooking that you can really like the food. Yeah, you can make a presentation. Yeah, it probably do taste good, but we can't taste it. How do I know your chicken ain't got no season? I mean, how do I know I can taste the season in your chicken? How do I know I can, you know? Anyway,
Well, yeah.
I
Well,
like the idea of other things like drinks and just, there's other things that you can really.
I don't even want drinks. I mean, you
I don't
can't
know.
taste it. I mean, you can't taste it. So who knows if you put,
Well, yeah, but
uh,
it's different. I'm just trying to think of something.
I
Um,
think food ought to be, unless you really now, unless
so
it
no
is
food, no drinks. Okay.
something like cake decorating where it doesn't matter if the cake is moist or not. It's just strictly the decorating.
And that's what I
Something
wanted
like
to
that. Yeah,
do.
yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. I said I can either host it and I could do like an amateur cake decorating. I can do a professional cake decorating. I can host it. I ain't got to be in it, but I don't know of any other cake decorators over here.
Well, I mean,
So
nobody knew about frying. Who knows how? Nobody knows who's going to really enter. So That shouldn't matter, because people that never have might want to try. People might do it on the, or just got into the practice of doing. You never
Yeah,
know.
that's what I want to do.
You couldn't have, if I was a content creator, you couldn't pay me to throw a challenge.
And see, that's why I haven't, because I know that it's going to be a lot of drama no matter how smooth you think it's going to go. No matter how many times you didn't explain the rules, it's always something. But how do you feel about Bree's reaction to what Roman said? KRN. Do you think okay, we can't tell people how to feel, right? But do you
No.
think her reaction was valid, like her feelings?
Well, her video was still going on, so I'm not sure how it
Oh,
ended.
see, I was watching her reaction on Pizza's video earlier, so I
No,
didn't.
Bree was live when you went
Oh yeah,
live.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So as far as I can see, she was saying that she's done. She's as far as giving money away and stuff, she's only gonna give it to her middle and top tier people in her members only lives. She says she's not even going to mention it out here in the public. She's just going to have a members only, and they'll find out that she's doing giveaways inside the members only live.
Well,
She
that
said,
means we'll find out anyway, because people always have moles in every member thing, so
yeah,
we'll
but
find out anyway eventually. But I see what you're saying.
So yeah, but she said I thought it was interesting that she said only middle and upper tier, and it's like, what about the lower tier people? It's like people out here struggling. They
Well,
may
maybe she feels like the people who paying more money
well,
wouldn't.
sure,
She
sure.
wouldn't have a issue with. I don't know,
I
child.
don't know, but everybody can't. Nowadays, people might have 4 kids, no husband. They might only can afford to pay your bottom one, and that you know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, for some people, every penny counts. And
Right.
so the bottom tier people, I guess that she just like fuck y'all. No, she ain't like that, but she just said that. I shouldn't say that because I was just
Yeah.
joking. But
We
it's
know what you meant. We know she didn't mean fuck y'all. We know.
no, not at all. But she'll probably eventually she'll probably throw that in there once she's not upset. She'll probably include them, every now and again, or include them. Period. But she said middle and top tier, and she's not
Yeah.
giving more money away.
Yeah. And what's up, Memphis T and Global Empire? Global Empire said, greetings to all. That would be an excellent competition. Amateur cake day. See, you feel me on that? Uh-huh. And what's up, bro? Count Amaru, how you doing? Global said it's about the visuals usually, since no one can taste the dishes actually. So I think an amateur cake decoration would be good because I'm a professional. So I think I can judge, but it would be so cool if there was more people who are either professionals or not amateurs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Who got
don't
a lot of practice at it.
uh, don't
Yeah.
you feel like though that if that don't you think? Let me know what you think. Don't you feel that? Well, here's my question to you. What do you think is the major breakdown and why there's confusion after every competition?
Well, I think mainly because I think that the people who are and I'm not saying this is what's happening. But if I'm going by how KRN feels and how a lot it's not just him. It's a lot of people, and these aren't my feelings because I ain't in no challenge, so I don't care. It gives everybody a lot of commentary. You know what I'm saying? It gives us, they feed the streets after every challenge. But it is like, okay, it's your crew, it's your clique who's doing all the voting, and then it's more of your clique who's joining the contest. So a lot of people automatically assume who's gonna win. But even like that one lady, what was her name? The one who came late? They
So
had her in the hot seat. on Pizza's live because they was like, well, you was over there telling Lovely, please, 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 please join, please join, please join. And then when Lovely joins, Bree was like, a lot of people didn't know that you was begging her to join. So how do we know that you weren't trying to get her to win? You
Yeah,
know, stuff like that. So
yeah.
I think, like they said, I don't know who it was in the chat, but I think they said it should be like people not so closely associated doing the challenges and the judging.
Well, a lot of CCs don't want to be bothered with it. That's number one. Like people like Jay Wilson said, he's never going to do it again.
Oh,
So
that was a hot mess.
yeah. To me, I'm gonna be honest. I think the best competition, that the best judges for any of the competitions was the first one when they had Food Junkie, Lady Snoop, and King Roman News and Lady Nika. Those four to me were the best judges they've ever had in any of the competitions. And I think that might have been Pizarro's first one. Do you remember? Because,
I can't remember if it was the first one, but I remember exactly which one you talking about. I
yeah,
do
it
remember
was
that.
right. It was that one, and they still had an issue. And those were, to me, the best judges they had. They really were looking at the food. They were looking at the cleanliness. They were looking at everything. And I think that those four did a great job. I really do. I really do.
I do too. I think that one was good, and I think the security one was good too.
I didn't watch that one. I just saw on the community walls the pictures. I didn't
Mhm.
watch. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
I
one
did wait.
was
As
good.
I lie. After the way that Brooke cut the fool, I did go to the video and red ball to her part because I just wanted to see it in living color.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? All the and it was and see what her dish, what it all looked like, and it was like
Her behavior, child, her behavior.
that was a damn ass shame. I was
Brooke
looking.
knows she be dramatic.
And wait a minute, I think someone's told her your food looks like it would be good at a Super Bowl party. And
Them
it
big
did.
old pieces of rolled up bologna and
Oh
salami.
my god. Yeah. But yeah, I want global. I think you did. I forgot which one global won, and she came in second in another.
And I think they're talking about they would love to do the cake decorating. They said, and no telling what it would turn out to be. I'm telling y'all, cake decorating is so fun. I teach the class to little kids too, like grade school kids. And I'm telling you, I'll be like, oh my God, you're going to be a great cake boss. Because some of them, oh my God, I'm like, you sure this is the first time you decorated the cake? They be
Well,
like, yes, ma'am.
why don't you put it out there? I mean, Deanna would, talk about it. A View would talk about it for you. Um, Ness would probably talk about it for you. Ronnie Q would talk about it for you. Mother,
Oh,
would talk
Ronnie Q
about
has
it.
mentioned it before too, because I told her, I said, Ronnie Q, I would love to do a cake decorating contest. And she was like, oh my God, her table, that'd be a good
And
idea.
I
But that
think,
was weeks ago.
yeah, and I think Lady Nika and Pizarro would talk about it for you. And you just got to get put on your community wall or something, a little sign up thing. And I don't know if you're going to try to collect money. I don't know if you're going to come out of pocket with the money. But if you really, because you've talked about it for a long time, maybe you should do it. And if not enough people sign up, then not enough people sign up, and maybe you could try again later. But
Yeah, I
try
just hate to do that though. I hate to put it out there then and don't have no interest. And I feel like I'm a failure. I'm a failure.
But passes. Was that the Christmas tree? Oh,
Oh, the
and you
Christmas
did
tree
win.
competition.
Oh, you
Yes.
did win the Forestry Slam. That's right.
Yes.
But
The Christmas tree was everything. Okay.
I mean, it couldn't be any worse than that girl's jeans contest. Let's see if her next competition won't be something sexually based.
What was the lips? It was the lips. It was the
Let-
eating sexy
Every
contest.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everything is sexually based. It's getting old, and people, I heard a couple people go, "It's getting creepy." I saw a few people, more than a few, write that in the chat because I don't think that I think that the chicken one ran over, and pizza had almost 1,000 people in the chat the whole time. And so I think, I don't know how many people was going to go over there to the gene contest anyway, but the chicken one ran over, so it ran into, over into the time that they had planned for the jeans one. So,
Mhm.
but I just would like her to do the best Nike shoe contest, the best something that doesn't have to do with
Well, why do you think it wasn't more people for the jeans contest, or did they say?
I, I I don't know. I've seen in chats where they've said a few things. You know, who wants to I don't know. I don't know. I don't know cuz I don't even know what her winnings were. I don't know what the cash prizes were. I have no idea. But I just know what I read in a few chats and how I feel. And I don't know. I'm not trying to turn on my camera and show my ass and thighs and stuff and walk around in my jeans and let you judge me on
I
YouTube.
don't know how. What's that one Queen 88? I can see. I really thought that she would join, but then again, maybe her and Benz
This,
ain't cool or something because she got
she,
that big old booty out there. She's always shaking and
she ain't
shit.
cool. She ain't cool with the beef sector anymore.
Okay, okay. That
Yeah,
explains that. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, but I think
Yeah.
that it was open to everyone, so
Mhm.
she could have, I believe,
Yeah.
anybody from any of the sectors, I believe, could have, but
Well,
for
I
the
think it's
most
some
part,
not trying to say I know people be like, oh my god, you look like when some people compliment a beautiful woman or say, I think there's a lot of women in this area, some that, nice and right, nice and tight. Maybe even got a little chunkiness to them, got buka 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 buka, to sport around some jeans, and you know what I'm saying. I just really thought it would be maybe at least 6 or 7, or I just thought
well,
it would be a lot
uh,
more.
with the beef sector, you got to remember people, the the vast majority of people are 40 and older. Okay, when you 40 and over, 50 and over, there's a lot of 60 and olders. You're not trying to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're a woman of a particular age or
Yeah.
or a male of a particular age. You're not into doing walking around. That's just we're past, people are past that.
Well, that's what
That's
Global
child
was saying. I'm 60 years old. I'm
yeah,
not
that's
competing in no
childish.
RC competition.
Yeah, that's childish shit. Like something to 20 or somebody in their 30s, early 30s would do stuff like that. You know, 50-year-old women aren't, for the most part, they're not going to put on some jeans and walk around and let people judge their body parts.
Yeah,
That's
I hear you. I hear you. But see, it's not, we're talking, it's a lot of people in the sector that are subbies who are not that old. And a lot of them, I mean, looking at their avatars, a lot of them look like they're really pretty, really beautiful. So I know sometimes people think it's only content creators who, and it kind of is only content creators who be joining these challenges, as if subscribers can't join. I know they're not saying that, but I don't know. I just would have thought maybe more subscribers. Somebody would do the gene contest instead of just two people. And what's up, Miss Tiva? Miss Tiva, let me just say, child, when Jay Wilson hit your panel the other day, now I knew Miss Tiva was straight, and she didn't even have to tell me she's straight. Just like I knew Jay Wilson was gay, and he didn't have to get pulled and dragged, kicking and screaming out the closet by Wiley, right? So when she started doing that video, I already had a kiki in the beginning because she was like, back in the day, I was in the closet and my family didn't even know, and I didn't want them to know how unhappy I was, and da 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 da. I'm sitting here just chuckling to myself. I didn't even expect Jay to be over there or, hit the panel or anything like that.
Girl.
But then when she said, I'm gay happy, he didn't catch none of that. So when he jumped on the panel, child choreo, I was over here. When I say I about fell out my chair because he was like, oh my God, welcome to the community. Oh, he was so happy that we got another gay person in the sector. I was like, God damn. He was so happy. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know. I didn't. And it was so funny because I never seen Jay over there. Now he might have
always in people's bushes.
in the bushes.
He likes to, he likes to say, I don't watch these people. I don't know. Y'all tell me what's going on in these YouTube streets. He's always in the bushes, and like you said, he read that title, he got excited, and he jumped down in the chat and was wrong. When Mother went up there, I was like, what?
Mother even tried to pull him down.
Mother had me screaming. He's like, come on down. Come with me. Because
and he still didn't want to go. He was kicking and screaming, Tiva. He did not want to get off your panel.
No, but I didn't. There's a lot of people. For what I've heard of certain people, different people, but I've never seen them, like maybe they took a break, maybe they, are under a troll page, maybe they changed their name, maybe, they've gone and come back, they were sick, who knows? And so I've not been subscribed to them. So it was a shock when I read it, it was a catfish. It got me. But see, I can honestly say I am not a member, but I go to Miss T's chats anyway. So it wasn't like I was dropping down like Jay Wilson because I saw that she had gay in the title. But
I was just like, now I wonder how Miss Tiva really feels, because it's like I ain't seen him over there and she ain't seen him over there. So for him to only drop down because he thought she was gay and he's enjoying the commentary, but he's never dropped down before saying he enjoyed any of her commentary. But that day of all days, because she was talking about being gay in quotations, he dropped all this and enjoying the conversation. I was hollering, child. I was hollering.
I don't think she cared. The more for her, the more the merrier. But he just, I don't know. I forgot what I was getting ready to say, but yeah, he oh shoot, I forgot what I was going to say, but he you're absolutely right. He dropped down because I know what I was going to say. I couldn't understand who would call her that. How would they make that assumption? Because she always talks about her marriage, her kids. I know sometimes in certain situations that doesn't matter. People come out later in life, but I've never heard her. I never even got that vibe from Miss T that, there might have been some. Oh, there
Me
she
neither.
is.
Hey, Miss Tiva. I never got that vibe either. Hey, babe.
Ooh, wait a
Hey,
minute.
sugar.
Let me quit
Hey,
saying
my
bro.
favorite girls, two of my favorite ladies.
Hey,
How
how
you
you
doing?
doing, boo?
Listen,
Always got to take a minute because I'll be fanning out. Okay, I'll go on
stop
mute.
it. I'm gonna kick your butt. Do y'all really believe he didn't know that I wasn't gay and he ain't never seen me before? Do y'all believe that shit?
Yeah,
I believe that he's seen you before.
Me too.
As far as the gay part, I really think, at least at that time, he really thought you were coming out the closet, and he wanted to have front and center seat.
You think so?
I really
I,
do believe that he
I
thought from
think
your story, the build up, yeah.
I think so.
Oh,
I think so.
I,
But at this point, he'll probably play it off and won't admit it. But I think, just like Hood Table, he came over there because of that.
well, you know what? I heard, I think somebody was telling me that he still went over on his channel, and I really don't watch Jay Wilson like that. Now, I'm going to be honest, that he went over on his channel and still said I was gay. Now,
Hmm.
I don't know if I should believe that, but again, I don't watch him.
I
Well,
don't
he did
watch him
continue
either.
carrying on over there. Talking about, well, if she ain't, and if she is, she is, and if she, I was just like, oh, that was a great conversation. Oh, child, Jay Wilson be having me cracking up because he
But
be,
then, why would she? She unequivocally said she wasn't. So why would you fire up a live and go? If she is, and if she isn't, she isn't. See what I'm
because
saying?
he know he looked crazy. He looked
But
crazy. Even James had to come and please get down. You're making a fool out. Please get down.
let me tell y'all something. I just was doing a lot. People are going to spin narratives. It's part of this commentary. I mean, it's part of this YouTube over here. I could flat out say I ain't gay, and somebody still gonna say, "Yeah, she turned it around," but we know she gay. Just let Lady Dimples tell her. We know she really gay, but she just try to act like she ain't gay. I just was cracking up when Jay Wilson said, "Hey, welcome to the community." I said, "Wait, hold on. Shit. Wait, I'm not really part of that community, baby. You know, I ain't nothing wrong." But
Straight
no, I'm talking about I'm happy. That it was funny. It was a good live and it was funny. And yes, it wasn't, people say it was clickbait. I heard hold on. No, it wasn't clickbait. I said what I said. I said I'm gay, right? I'm happy.
right.
I'm joyful.
I'm
I'm
gonna
in
be
good
honest.
spirits.
I felt it was clickbait
Why?
because
Hold on,
just
let
the
me go
way,
back over to the title while y'all talking.
just the way
Okay,
it
go to
was
the title.
worded, I was like, "Oh, for real?" But I was coming in anyway because I'm
Listen,
used to that. But I was just like, "Oh, for real?" And then when
Okay,
I
here's
came,
the title, y'all. The title of the show was called Gayer Than You Know and Proud of It.
see what I'm.
happier than you know and proud of it. So, so where did I clickbait?
I think Corio is right. I think Miss Tiva for Tiva for a little bit. You know that was a little clickbait. It's not even a little bit. Miss Tiva,
You
but I
know,
loved it. I loved it. I loved it.
wait a minute, y'all, my good Judies. Where did I clickbait
We
y'all
love
at?
you. We love you.
We
But
Because
love
wait,
you.
it was like, I
where did
mean,
clickbait, y'all? I explained coming out the closet. I explained
See
how I
what
was
I'm
oh no,
saying?
no,
unhappy.
we're talking about the title before you even get to the video. Jay Wilson went with that title and he jumped on your panel. Welcome to the community. He was about to set off all kind of different color rainbows and all kind of shit for you.
I
Right.
ain't fooling with y'all. Listen, I ain't fooling with y'all. I ain't gay. I ain't that
No,
gay.
no, no. We know you're not gay.
I
I'm
Yeah,
know,
we
just
I
know.
know
talking
y'all
about the
not. I'm
clickbait
saying,
was the
and
title.
listen, I'm sorry if you ladies thought it was clickbait, but it wasn't. They
Yeah,
said,
a lot of people thought it
listen,
was clickbait, and I was like,
listen.
I'm gonna be honest and say, I don't give a fuck. You know, that was my thought when I saw the title. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run
Right,
over here and sit in the chat
exactly.
like I
Well,
always
Mhm.
do.
listen, I got this lady, and this no lie, y'all. She been rocking with me since day one. She never drops down, but her and I have a relationship, right? And
Mhm.
she watches me all the time. And she
Mhm.
said, "Oh my gosh, you got me on that one. I fell off the balcony and broke my leg trying to
see,
get to you." She
see,
said, "When you said that, I was like, well, I know Miss T Velocity. don't come out here and tell her business. But maybe she said, I thought something was wrong with it. She said, when I said I fell out the balcony and broke my leg trying to get to this live, she said, I was just confused at first. And she said, Jay Wilson had her cracking up, y'all. She been rocking with me since day one. Like I said, she's an
Mhm.
elderly lady and she watched me all the time. And she said
Mhm.
she even thought that, I was about to say I was gay. She
Because
said,
you can tell us. I'm telling you, Corio, in the beginning, even with the title, if you listen to the beginning as you build it up, like
yeah,
halfway into the story, I'm like, oh, she pulling her leg. I'm just laughing to myself over here by that time. And I'm like, she ain't gay. She fucking with people because because you kept saying at least 100 times, I'm happy. I'm happy. And I started getting it. I'm like, okay, she ain't gay. But still, I was thinking, don't know none of us care because we support you anyway.
well,
Like,
I
we
know.
care about Jay
I
Wilson.
know.
Yeah.
When
Well,
he hit that channel, that was so unexpected.
but I was surprised James was up there, but James being everybody damn bushes. And when he dropped
Yes.
down to come
True.
get Jay Wilson, because Jay Wilson, oh, and I like it. Your house, I like your hair. I like that you a nice looking gay woman.
20
I'm
on
like,
10.
what?
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
said it was kind of funny, y'all, but sometimes that's what we gotta do, right?
Like he used to not so nice looking gay women. I was like, Jay Wilson, if you don't stop your background, your house, your flat screens on the wall, yeah, I mean,
He was
Well,
doing a lot, right?
I'm sure he was really impressed with that flat screen because you remember the one he has on his wall is like what, a 24
There you
inch?
go, Corio. There
Okay.
you go.
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
going on mute.
You know you seen that. Okay.
Mm-mm. We all
what
going on mute. You go ahead and tell her.
what got
No.
me was I'm reading the title and I'm thinking, oh, okay. And I click on it. And right when I clicked on it, she was talking about being in the closet. So I'm like, hood table. It took me a couple minutes until you start saying I'm gay, I'm happy. Because you had the wordplay going, Miss
I
T.
did, but I meant to do that. I
Mm-hmm.
I
meant to
know
do
you
just
did.
what I did. And let me tell you something. Y'all know this is crazy as hell, but it was 160 people in there when I started telling the story. And when I got to, I am gay. I'm happy. I'm girl. About 30 of them left. About
Except
30
for
of
Jay
them left.
Wilson. Jay
I
Wilson was still there.
I
he
swear,
had
I'm telling the truth. I said, now look at these people. They running over here for some mess. You
right,
got Dimples who
right.
constantly run around here and say I'm a closet lesbian. Then they was saying that over in Nessus, you know, um,
So why do Dimples do that? I mean, everybody knows that he's
Dimples
not
don't
even
like me.
for his own skin. Right? He
Why?
can't even
Dimples
feed
don't like
himself
me.
around his own family.
I
And then
don't
he
know
Why?
gets
for you.
upset when people call him a man. But if you can't even have your family, like, okay, you know what? I love me some T.S. Madison, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all follow T.S., but it was a time when her father
Yep.
accept her, refused to call her,
Mm-hmm.
kept calling her Timothy and stuff
Timothy.
like that. And she guarded herself
Mm-hmm.
against him until they really had a deep, deep conversation and a talk.
Yep.
He started to accept her more. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try so
Yep.
hard to accept you. Like you can't be like going off on other people because they ain't accepting you if you don't accept yourself.
And see, I met her and Miss Mary in Atlanta. I was in Georgia. And I
Uh-huh.
met her and her mom. Sure did. And
I love you, Miss Mary.
me too. I love me some Miss Mary. But for a while too, Miss Mary didn't accept that. No,
Yeah,
she
she
didn't accept
did. For a
huh?
while, yes, yeah, for a while she did.
Yeah, for a while she didn't, but she loved T.S. Madison. And I
Yes.
love me some Maddie too, but I love me some Miss Mary. Miss Mary just be all confused sometimes, don't she?
I know.
But
She like boo. Okay, boo. She calling her
okay,
boo.
boo. And her words, baby, her verbiage be cracking me up. I said, her and Lovely Love could be related.
Oh,
Yes, and she got a channel, but she don't hardly use it anymore.
Who, Miss Mary?
Yeah, she got her own channel. Mhm.
Oh, excuse me. I'm eating
Yep,
the
she got
yogurt.
her own channel, but she don't hardly use it anymore.
I thought one time I saw Miss Mary on, they were doing something for her and they uploaded on her channel. No,
Yep.
but I love TS. I love the way she take care of her mom, you know. And like I said, I don't have anything against the LGT, the L. You know what I'm trying to say? Shit,
Right.
them niggas. It's
Yes.
just that no, they were talking about me the night before, and that's why I did the video the next day. Dimples want to tell everybody I'm gay. She wants me to be gay so bad. It's
And see, that's
pathetic.
the thing. Like,
I
you're not.
don't,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know why, but everywhere Dimples go, for real, she hit a panel and see me in there. Immediately she just fires. I don't even know why Dimples don't like me, because when they was dragging Dimples around here, I was trying to talk to Dimples. See, that'd be my problem.
Hmm.
I really do try to look into things a little deeper and accept people for who they are,
Mm-hmm.
and just try to go a little deeper. But for some reason, she never liked me after that. And I didn't even say anything bad.
Yeah.
I was trying to talk to her. She blocked me, and then from that point on, she started going around telling everybody I was a closet lesbian.
See, and that's
Yeah.
crazy. And I guess what I was trying to say, because you're right, Miss Mary didn't accept at one point in her life, Boo, T.S. Madison.
Hmm.
But what I was trying to say was T.S. has always been like, I don't give a fuck if you accept
Right,
me or not. I'm still gonna be the T.S.
right, right, right,
She even
right,
had
right.
her name on her birth certificate, her birth certificate, her ID. She had all that changed. So it doesn't say Timothy anymore. And that's
I
what I was saying
remember.
about Dimples. Like, even if your family don't accept you, if you really comfortable with yourself and you want
Yeah,
people to respect you, then they either gonna be with it or they gonna not be with it. And I know some people, I love my family, I respect my grandma and all that. They wait
yeah,
till everybody die. They will
yeah.
wait till
Well,
everybody die before they, step out in their comfort. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying,
hmm,
you can't be mad at people over here for still calling you a man, and you
right.
come as a woman on YouTube.
And you always, one thing I don't like about that shit is they always trying to put a jacket on somebody. You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't do that. Everybody down here is not gay. You know what I mean? But they just believe because, a large portion of the people over here are gay men and women, that
Mm-hmm.
everybody's gay. And I don't like
Mm-hmm.
that. And like I said, Dimples run around telling that story,
Mm-hmm.
wherever
Mm-hmm.
somebody listen to him at. I don't know.
Mm.
But ladies,
I
I
didn't
gotta get
even know
off
that.
there.
Oh, it
Well,
was
I
I
good
gotta
thank
get
you
off.
talking to
for
you.
coming up here and explaining, even though we
Yes.
Yeah.
already did it, but just talking about your show.
I
Yes.
appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for your support. I'm a little tired. I appreciate y'all for y'all
That's
support. I
okay,
truly do.
You
and
And
we
gonna
who,
keep
appreciate you
listening?
too.
You
huh?
gonna keep you gonna jump down, but you gonna keep listening?
Of course. I'm about to put my
Okay.
phone on charge and I will listen. I enjoy
Okay.
over here. I like smaller crowds sometime, y'all. I'm telling the God's truth. They
Yeah.
seem more intimate and people seem relaxed. Here's the unfortunate thing. Sometimes you're in here and it's people like in my bushes,
Yeah.
and people be in your bushes and they just wait for you to say something that they may not like, or you may
Yeah.
misspeak about something, and then that gives them content. So it is what it is. But no, I like small, intimate settings. I do.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
too, especially when that chat be going a million miles an hour and people be really like, "You don't see my comment? You don't see my comment?" I'm like,
Y'all, this lady is stalking me.
Who?
This
"Who?
lady,
Queen
she in here
Diva?
Wait.
now. Yeah, she's stalking me.
Queen Diva, if you
Who?
don't stop
Queen
stroking
Diva?
your sister,
Queen.
She's stalking. Everywhere
I
I
was
go,
good.
she at. Everywhere I go, that lady appears. She's stalking me.
Queen
I'm
Diva,
gonna have
quit
to.
stroking your sister."
I'm gonna get a. I'm gonna have to get a restraining order against me. Every damn way I be, this lady just appears.
Ah,
Girl,
Oh my
Oreo,
you
it
had
would
goodness.
be
me
so fun to meet
scared.
those two in real life, like
No,
for real. And I know
no.
you already said you done banned off meeting other people live.
Girl, you should have seen me
Yeah,
trying to look in
Diva.
that chat.
Diva is a good supporter. Diva supports a lot of people that I
Yes,
don't,
she
y'all.
does. Yes, she
Please
does.
believe me, Diva is a great supporter. She's a great sister, but enough she's stalking me. So I'm about to go to bed.
Because
Uh,
Okay.
all
that's
right.
gonna be something on the
All
street
right. Bye
tomorrow,
All
bye.
right?
right. Much love to you, ladies. And again,
Love
thanks
to
for your
you.
true support. Bye.
All right,
Sure.
we
Bye bye.
appreciate you too. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye, baby.
Okay. Bye. Okay.
Now, Miss Tiva, I was trying to say, that's gonna be some tea on the streets tomorrow. Somebody stalking. Somebody's stalking her.
Now, can I bring up a subject, or are you still talking about the
No, go
talent?
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So did you watch? Now let me just say this. I'm not smiling. I don't find any personal is to me it's very upsetting, and the only reason I want to talk about it is because it was so upsetting. Okay. So, well, first let me go. Well, okay, did you watch Sassy's live?
Yeah.
Okay,
The one she did Sunday. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Okay, did you see when Glitter Boots jumped up there and Talent crushed his spirit and he
Yes.
had to jump down? Girl, oh my God, do you hear me? It felt, I was just so happy. I was just so happy that Talent was up there. Okay,
Mhm.
but what
Mhm.
I want to talk about, did you watch um Yaya's latest BlackBerry letter?
No.
Okay. So one of the letters, and I'm going to be paraphrasing a lot, okay? Because there's no way I could remember it. But of course, no names were given. And so this person basically wrote that they were in Chicago. Her parents live in his or her parents live in Chicago. I'm assuming they do too. And it's a upper, it's a nice high rise, a very nice high rise, because they said that they didn't think that a YouTuber would live there, a content creator would live there. They've
Oh
seen
Lord.
very many YouTubers that would live there because, it's so upper echelon. And they said that they were in the building and they heard a voice that was very familiar. And when they looked, it was a certain YouTuber that I guess, I'm not going to go all into it, but they recognized the YouTuber. They spoke, the YouTuber didn't speak back. They were basically saying that they've had bad interactions with this person. And they might have said she acts, I forget, you know how people always put that jacket on,
Uh-huh.
sassy, like she acts, like she's too good or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I never get that feel. Just because someone's intelligent and speaks well to me doesn't mean they're uppity and they're talking down to you. But anyway,
Right.
so in my
Some
opinion,
people
that's
have
how I
said,
feel.
and I don't believe it, but some people have said that she acts like she's better than a lot of people in here. So I get where
Right,
you're going. Yeah.
right. And let me shut up. But anyway, I mean, let me shut up. So anyway, this person was saying how this person, and they've had bad interactions with them, and they date a blowhard. I forget. I'm just going to use that Talent because I don't really, remember the exact words they use. But and that she dates or dated a guy on, in the sector that, thinks he's all basically same thing, all that bag of chips. He's he thinks, he talks, da 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 da. I can't remember the descriptive words, but you know. So, and they were saying how, you know, they've been stalking her in the building, stalking her. That they've been whenever they see her, they follow her around. They said that it's become a habit now, basically, that when they see her, they follow her around in the building, or maybe even outside the building. I wasn't really sure. That and they wanted to know, should they take pictures and do stuff like that to basically out this person for the most part. And that was it. So everybody in the chat was like, that's sassy and Talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you go back and listen, because like I said, I was paraphrasing because I don't, I can't remember word for word. And plus, I was eating edibles like crazy. Um, and so everybody knew, like everyone in the chat, even on the panel, were like 98.9% sure it was Sassy and Talent. And so they were basically like, you need to leave. They were talking about the person. You need to leave her alone. What you're doing is stalking. That's how people can get really, really hurt. And what the hell are you doing? It's creepy. No one was for it. So I just want to know, you know, um, we have no idea where Sassy lives, what city. I don't want to know. But it's once again this weird, no one ever, people might talk about Sassy and say whatever they want to say, whether they like her, whether they don't, whether she was up on somebody's panel and gave certain commentary. Yeah, we get that. But no one's really ever came for Sassy. You see what I'm saying? Because first of
Yeah.
all, we don't know anything about her. Second of all, it's this weird thing where since certain people have come to this sector, weird things have started happening.
Well, I
People,
could have sworn, and I might be wrong, but I could have sworn it could have been. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else, but I could have sworn she told us she was from there. But I could be wrong. It could have been somebody else, but I could
I
have.
know a couple times she said she's had business there,
Yeah, so
and she
maybe that
was
was it.
going
Maybe
to
that was it.
going to a business meeting there. But Sassy, Sassy's not going to tell us where she lives, what
And I
city
don't think
she's
she would
in.
either. So maybe that's what it is. Because I had that
Yeah,
sitting in my mind when I think
yeah,
about
because she's told
it.
us that on
But
one of your a couple of your lives before. She had to get off because she had to get ready because she was flying into, or going to
maybe that was
Chicago
it. I
for a
knew it was in
meeting.
my head for some reason. But
Right.
yeah.
And so someone to me has, I don't know, I'm hoping, and I think I know who's doing it. And I'm thinking that, they've sat up in the clouds like they're prone to do with their notepad and pencil, taking notes, trying to learn the beef sector. And, Sassy's pretty strong in her conviction. And there's a certain people she's just doesn't care for, and there's certain people that have a problem that she doesn't care for them, and all of a sudden this story just pops up. There's never been a story of all these years, what, 5 years, there's never been a story about where Sassy lives, let alone stalking her like they're trying to scare her. If this isn't true, which I don't think it is, I'm praying it's not, that somebody's stalking that woman like that.
I don't either.
But
I hope nobody's doing it either. But
right,
when it comes to those strawberry letters, I I had
that's
stopped
what
taking
I'm saying.
it seriously because it's been several times where it seemed like the strawberry letter had to do with somebody off of YouTube, like as if it was a play.
Well,
So I
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
this is a play, and I'm thinking it's that certain group of people because Sassy doesn't like them, she doesn't approve of them, and her live, you know what I'm saying? It just they've been coming at her just because she doesn't care for them. She has hard questions for them, intelligent questions for them, and she's just not going easy if she ever will at all. And I think that they made this up because they're trying to scare her and trying to do things to her. You know what I'm saying? Mentally. And but yeah, girl, it was a deep letter.
But as far as
There's
them taking pictures, I mean, what did they expect people to say if this is in fact true? Like we're gonna say, yeah, take the pictures, take the pictures. Docs are, like we're not gonna say that when it comes to Sassy.
well,
Although some people feel some type of way about her, I think for the most part, Sassy has a lot of fans over here. you know,
She has a
who,
ton of fans over
yeah,
here. And I
yeah.
think that's what upsets a lot of people, that she doesn't like them and she's popular.
And she
So,
only
and it's,
comes live every full. I mean, come on now. She can get 500-600 in her chat, and she ain't been live in 40 days and 40 nights, more longer than that. And when she was going live, it was a Sunday here, a Sunday there. Like, she has clout. Sassy has clout.
she has clout up in here, and I think people are upset because there's one person over here with clout that they can't win over. And I really think if it's anyone, if I had to choose anyone, it's that group, because when they came over here, folks, their channels start getting hit. You know what I'm saying? Granted, nobody's has been taken down, but Pizza's chance, she said she's always getting child restriction put on her videos, because she doesn't let straight men on her panel. So it's just a lot of things, but that really was disturbing and sick. And
Mm.
if it's true or not true, it's sick.
Well, I'm sure Sassy, if she hears this, I'm sure she will take precaution if she feels necessary. Um, but I just don't take those letters seriously. I really don't. But that's just me. That's just me.
Hmm.
I done heard a few of them, and I'm just like,
Yeah, some of them are really deep. It's like we got some sad people behind. I mean, not sad. I mean, hurt, sad people behind some of these avatars. That stuff is really,
like they
if
ain't
it's
got nothing
really
better to do
true.
just to make up some shit. That's how I feel. Like
Hmm.
the letters don't seem authentic to me. That's how I feel.
Hmm.
Like they're from
Hmm.
real people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hmm. I would say probably a few of them are or will
Gotta be
be.
real people. You know what I mean? Like real
Yeah.
stories, like real life, like real concerns, real.
Yeah.
I need help with this. I need to know this. They don't seem authentic to me.
I imagine some of them are and a few of them won't be. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause some people don't have anyone to talk to, or their issue is so deep they would never ask their friends or family for their opinion. You know what I'm saying? And some
I hear
people
you.
really take these people in their mind like they're really your friends, or people you could talk to, and they don't really know these people.
But these are
But
also anonymous too. So whether you think they're your friend or not, they're anonymous letters.
yeah,
So they don't know where they really coming from.
no, but Yaya comes across as someone that you could talk to. But I'm just saying there are a lot of people in the world that don't have anyone to talk to or trust the people around them to talk to. So I imagine some
Mhm.
of them might be real. Don't you think some of
Hey,
them may be
Yaya.
real?
Oh,
Hey, oh
don't
my
get me wrong,
God.
Yaya. I'm not
Yaya.
saying. Hold on. I just want to make this
Yaya.
clear. I want to make this clear, Yaya. I'm not saying
Yaya.
you faked any letters.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying
Uh-huh.
you faked any letters,
Uh-huh.
Yaya.
Get
I'm
her,
saying
Yaya.
I think
Get
some
her.
people might send in fake letters. That's what I'm saying.
Get her,
Oh, did I
Yaya.
come across that? Did I come across as saying? I did not mean to come across as saying Yaya. That's not what I meant. That's not how I meant to come across. But no, I believe Yaya gets letters and she reads what's in the letters. I believe that. What I'm saying is, I don't believe a lot of these letters are authentic from the writer, not from the receiver of the letter, which is Yaya. So let me
So
make
so
that real
seriously,
clear.
so
Yeah.
seriously, you don't think that there are people in the world, let's just say the YouTube world, the beef sector world, that don't, they're all, I remember when I was in my 20s, I met this guy. He was all alone in the world. He was the only child of only, his mother was the only child, his dad was the only child, and he was the only child. So when his grandparents died, his mom and dad died in a car crash, He didn't have any cousins because his parents were only children, were the only children. He didn't have,
Mhm.
you see what I'm saying? There are people
Oh,
alone in
I
this
believe
world,
that, but I'm saying
and
this is
there
the
are
B sector though, and I don't
right,
believe that they're
but
all
there are a
authentic.
lot of sick people in the B sector. There are a lot of people with
Exactly, sick
issues.
in the head.
So, but I'm just saying,
But see,
look,
you're not hearing what I'm saying, and I hope
I'm
Yaya
hearing
hears this as
exactly
well.
what you're saying. You're saying that it could be plays, all
What
plays.
I'm saying is, I've heard
Oh,
some letters that seem like they're directed specifically about people in the beef sector.
right. So you don't
Just like
think
the
that
shit that happened with Lovely Love and some other characters in the
lovely
B
love,
sector. That's what I'm saying. You don't remember that shit
lovely
that happened
love
with Lovely Love?
with
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yaya's?
Remind Corio what happened with Lovely. Remember they were saying her kids. Remember she got upset because she was saying people over there on Yaya's talking about her kids. People sitting you girl. That was a whole, and a lot of people really thought that the person sitting in the letter could have been her kid.
Drop the
And so
link. Drop the
she got
link.
mad. She got upset because
Drop
the
the link.
story in the letter kind of seemed like it might have fitted. Might have.
Right, might have fitted. Just
Right.
drop the link for people.
So
We got 1 minute,
that's why I said I don't think they're all authentic. I'm not saying there ain't some
and
lonely person out
there
there who
might
ain't
be
got
some
somebody to talk to.
people. Yeah, there might be some people that'll write a letter just for the fun of it.
Like,
But
have
I
you ever
do,
listened to the real Strawberry Letters? You ain't never
no.
heard one of them that said, this motherfucker on some bullshit.
I don't know. The world is I don't know. People be going through bullshit, girl. But I'm just saying, I believe some people will write just to be writing, just to
And
see
they just
people's
might.
reactions. And I do think some of them, you know, will be true.
And they just might. They just might be true. I'm not saying all of them. I just said I don't believe they all are authentic. I don't believe they're all authentic. Hold
Right.
on, let me make sure this
So
is
we're
Josh.
basically
Hold on. Let
saying
me
the
make sure
same
this is
thing.
Josh. Hold on one
Oh
second.
my God. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Hi,
boo.
yeah,
hey,
yeah. Oh
What's
my
up, y'all?
hey.
goodness.
Calling you a liar, y'all. I'm
No, no, no. I wanted to tell you that
okay.
the worst letters that I get, and if I give them advice and they will, I know of five, which were out of the 70 some letters I've done that were like the most salacious. The people have hit me
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
back and
Mm-hmm.
um told me that I really helped them or whatever. And you would be surprised some of the people who actually I was like, oh my God. So yeah, it's some of them I know a couple of them was I would think was fake. I don't believe the
Mm-hmm.
sassy letter.
Yeah,
I don't
Um,
either.
I don't either.
but I
Mm-mm.
still reached out to let her know that that letter came through because I don't
Right.
want if it is true, I want her to be aware.
Exactly.
And you did right. You absolutely did
Yes.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I just wanted to make sure you didn't think that I was saying you're just making up some bullshit out your ass. That ain't what I meant. But I do believe that from some of the stories I heard, I'm like, oh, they trying to run a play on y'all. They know this sound like the storyline of somebody's life from off of YouTube in the B sector.
But
Child,
yeah, yeah, she thinks everything's a play. So go ahead.
That is not true.
Everything. Go ahead, yeah, yeah.
That is not true. That's not true, y'all.
Yeah,
But
yeah knows I
girl,
wouldn't lie to her.
what was you discussing? Damn, you was discussing something. You was riled up. Was it today? What was you talking about today, y'all?
about that King Roman stuff about the optics.
Okay. That's what you were discussing today. It got kind of heated over there. Everybody's show's been kind of heated ever since the King Roman news
Right.
situation. But yeah, I enjoyed your show. I enjoyed your point of view. I also kind of, I understand Roman's point of view too. But how do you feel
I
that
see
they
both
made this
sides. I see both sides of the coin.
right?
And that's all I was trying to say. But I guess it's the retrograde. Don't nobody want to hear nobody else's opinion.
Exactly. Exactly. And I see both of their point of views. And that's why Corio asked me earlier. I said, I think what they need to do is they need to have neutral people. Like, it's really a tight knit group of people that's always involved in the challenge, whether it's the judging or the contestant. And I said, I think it shouldn't all be all the time. That's just me.
You
Because I
can't
see
help
how
it.
people
But
might
that's
feel
because
before.
nobody else will volunteer.
That's true
Exactly.
too.
You
And
can't
Corio said that
control the
too.
yeah, you can't control the contestants.
Yeah.
And to me, um, you really can't there has to be a certain level. There's levels to the judging because like we saw in this one, there was one or two, it was like, oh my God. But I'm not gonna say their names because Voodoo and Soul Sister might get upset. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say their
You're so
names.
funny. I
Well,
think
yeah,
Soul
because
Sister's
people were
better
saying
than me.
Voodoo didn't really vote. They were saying Voodoo was just like, they said he didn't really even vote.
I love me some Soul
Eh,
Sister, but
I don't know. I had to let her go yesterday because I was so upset by her
that was
opinion.
so damn funny. Yaya was like, click 'em. I said, oh, Yaya.
When y'all get riled up, I'd be like,
That's why
y'all.
I love her. She just keeps it real. Yaya, like I told you, when people are up on the panels, when arguing, fussing, or going through something or talking about something, Yaya, 99%, 98% of the time says exactly what I would say if I was up there or I would want to
Mhm.
say.
And that's why
Like she
I always
just
liked
keeps
her
it
because she's
real.
always been the same way, even from Lady Nika's
Yes,
and Breeze
yes,
from the beginning of y'all
yes.
inception of friendship.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I remember the first time Yaya hit Bree's panel, but
Yeah.
but yeah,
You was in
you.
there that night when I cussed out Lovely Love.
Oh
Hmm.
God,
Girl,
oh God. Ooh.
that went down in the history of the B-side.
That was the
Girl.
first link I ever hit. She had pissed me off so bad. Oh,
I was
I
like,
was
oh my
like,
God,
what?
who this? Who this
Mhm.
call themselves Yaya?
That was the
What?
first time I heard y'all.
She
Actually, y'all
came in
used
with
to
a
hear me
bang.
on my most famous line is on
Hmm.
SB's channel when they were getting ready to fight at the shrimp boat. And I kept talking, telling them to come across the street from my house so I could film it.
Oh, see, I forgot about. I don't
I
remember.
forgot
Girl,
about that.
I forgot
I was
Oh
like,
my
too.
don't go
God.
to the shrimp boat. It's across the street from the police station. Come to Billy Road.
There's so much stuff that has happened, just classic stuff like that you forget
Right.
about.
Yeah,
Oh
Right.
it's
my
too
God.
much.
Yeah.
It's too much. Like I've been here for. I mean, like a lot of people from the very inception, from the Kaya and TS and Michelle A.T. Elliott, and all that from the conception. And there are still things that I forget because it's just like they say, if you miss the B sector or like if you go for a week or that's like going for a month or two, like or
If
longer.
you go for a day, that's like a week. I'm telling
Yes,
Yes.
you.
Yes.
yes.
Especially this last couple of weeks. These last couple of weeks we've been having. If you miss
Mm-hmm.
one day of videos, you are totally lost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, when did that? Well, what happened there?
Mm-hmm.
You
You're
you'll be
absolutely
searching
right.
forever.
Yeah. So did you get sucked in by Miss T Velocity's the title of her video over the
Gayer than a month.
for
Hmm.
Saturday on Saturday? Did you get
No, I
catfish?
hadn't seen it.
Oh,
Oh, so you
okay.
didn't get catfish? Oh,
Uh-uh.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, she catfished
that
her.
was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Are you going to start coming on more often, Yaya?
I was supposed to come on back today because I had like 4 more letters that I didn't read.
Hmm.
But I think I'm gonna just wait till tomorrow after my doctor's appointment.
Well,
Okay. How you
y'all, as soon as I come
feeling?
on here talking about my city, I'm gonna know it's a play.
Oh, I'm from
Oh yeah, the
DC.
hood table. Yeah, sure. That
I
fat girl
love.
with the glasses. Yeah, I saw her down at the McDonald's. Um,
Yeah. And I also want to ask you, Who did your song? I'm from
Um.
DC.
Oh, that's the Tab Bonet. I think I'm
Oh,
pronouncing it.
okay.
Tabby
I
Bonet.
love that. I love that. And I like that you call your chat the district. That just sounds so nice. I'm just very happy
It
for you.
is. I think I'm gonna change it. Once I get um 4 levels. When I get to 4 levels of membership, it's gonna be Southeast, Northwest, the main 4 parts of the
Oh,
DC.
oh, that's
I
cool.
like that idea.
I do too.
What about
Now,
uptown, downtown, stuff like
But
that?
see, what real Washingtonians call uptown, like Clifton, up
Mm-hmm.
that way. But the newer DC, they think northeast is uptown. That ain't uptown. That's crosstown.
oh my God. I don't
See, and
think
I
I
would
would
know.
know
I've
the
never
difference
been
with
in that area, so I don't know.
yeah.
Yes, it's
So,
my my granddaughter had told me, no, you should name it after different places. Make one Capitol Hill, make some Surfing Quarters. I said, don't nobody even know what Surfing Quarters is. It's not there no more.
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what that
Mm-hmm.
is. Mm-mm.
Well, I like your idea, southeast, northeast. And hi, Miss LA. How you doing,
Hey,
Mike
Miss
Lewis?
Hello.
What's up, y'all? I like that idea, northeast, southeast. I like that.
Now, for
Yeah,
me,
Southwest.
I wanted to ask Hood Table
Mm-hmm.
if you go in there and watch her replay,
Uh-huh.
I bet you Yaya was gifted 200 memberships that night.
Oh
It was
shit.
Oh,
it was
they
more than 200.
You talking
I was
about
going to
when?
say
When she
they
did the
just
letter?
kept. Oh yes, they just were
But
loving on her, and I just
I
was
was
sitting there.
crying.
Oh, she was
Oh.
crying. It was every time she would get ready to start, Lady Nico would be like, "Well, wait a minute, yeah, so and so just gifted you 20 more." They were showing her so much love, and I wanted to do it, but see, I'm legally blind, and so I can only really use my phone, so I can't hit join. They don't offer all that stuff on a phone, and
Well,
so
I'm
I
gonna have to
can't.
get on YouTube about that. They better figure something out.
Yeah,
Right.
so I was sitting there hood table. I was like, "Ooh, I want
Hi,
to just
Jackie.
join the membership. I want to join the membership." But people just don't,
Did you
they
get
don't
gifted one?
know because you can't hit that or do that on a iPhone. You can't. There's
Mm.
no
Oh,
gift button or anything.
no, but I'm
But
saying you should be able to receive a gift if you hit the button
there's
to
no
take your
button.
gift.
That's
I'm
what I'm
sure it
saying. There's
is
no
because
really.
I'll ask some people with iPhones how
Okay.
do they put theirs
Hey,
on, and I'll
Jackie.
Yeah, because Hood Table, I was just like, "Ooh, I want to join," because I want to join her. There's just a few people like I need to figure out Deanna's. It's just harder with the iPhone, like Deanna, yeah.
Yes,
There's
I
like a
understand.
couple more people whose memberships I really, really want to join the show support,
Hmm.
and they were just gifting and joining and
They have
cash
been
It
doing
apping.
was
a lot of that lately. I've been in so many people chats. Somebody gifted somebody like 50 the other day.
yeah.
I think that was that Shakim. Was that Shakim? He
Yeah,
had
I don't.
gifted
Shakim.
somebody like 50, and then Jay
Yeah.
Dunn gifted somebody 20. And it was like so many people. I was like, that's what's up, because not only are they giving people the option to be a member, but that's also supporting your channel by money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
memberships are very important because we don't get paid shit on these commercials. So members, cash apps, super
What
chats,
you doing over here?
all that stuff. Hell, what's up, RYTV in OV City 805 Queen? What's going
Are
on?
you spending the night? You got school tomorrow?
But yeah, y'all, I'm about to drop my
No.
butt out for here, y'all. But y'all got
Okay,
anything?
I'm sorry about that. I'm talking to my baby in the background.
Oh
Thank you
no,
That's
for
that's
letting me
okay.
love
okay.
y'all.
Oh no,
I'll see
you
y'all in
too,
the streets.
yeah.
In the streets.
Yeah.
All right, bye bye.
I'll see
All
you in the
right.
district. Okay.
And I
So
really hope that ain't serious, about, because
what?
ain't that creepy to even have the audacity to ask, should I take a picture of this person? I'm going to keep following them. Like,
Yeah,
That's
they said that it's basically become an obsession of theirs.
that's
Like it's
creepy.
a compulsion. When they see her, they have to follow her. And it was just like,
And see, that's why in my head I kind of think like they just trying to intimidate her.
they
Like, you know what I
are.
mean?
And whoever has done that in all the years that Sassy's been in the beef sector, this is something new that is occurring.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I'm saying? And so, anyway, you got to go. But thank you so much for having me. I
Thank you
enjoyed
for
myself
joining me.
immensely.
And I always
Um,
appreciate you and enjoy your company. You know,
oh, you're so sweet. I love you to death.
love you too, boo.
Bye bye.
All right, talk to you later, babes. All right, everybody. I'm about to jump up over here. RY said, hey, who was that? Wanted a membership. Oh, that was Choreo Lover. She wants a membership to Deanna's and Yaya, among a few other people. But she has an iPhone, so she can't figure out how to do it. So yeah. But you guys, I appreciate you guys for hanging with me today. Dropping down in the chat, jumping up on the panels. I appreciate all the CCs, all the subbies, all the supporters in the chat. And make sure you guys, again, on the way out, if you didn't do it on your way in, like and share the video, subscribe, become a hoodie, become an official hoodie over here. And also, feel free to hit the membership. Hit the join the membership button. It starts at $2.99. And on that note, you guys, I pray that you stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.